Hi, I've got another goddess story for you. This is about Chandraghanta. She's one of the 9 forms of the goddess Durga, who's worshipped on the festival of Navaratri. She's worshipped on the 4th day, and she's a goddess associated with the 3rd chakra, the Manipura chakra, which is our center of willpower and self-esteem and making things happen. So the story starts with Parvati. Parvati, even as a really young girl, was always in love with Shiva. She knew in her heart of hearts that she was destined to marry Shiva. And so eventually the time came, they were both old enough, and Parvati said, hey, you got to marry me. Like, come on, let's do this. And Shiva, he loved her so much, but he said, look, can't you see me? I'm not the householder type. You know, I like to hang out on the mountaintop and meditate for thousands of years. And I like to hang out in the cremation grounds and cover myself with the ashes of dead bodies. And I like to dance and I like to beat my drum in the woods. Like, I'm really not the householder type. And I do love you. And it's because I love you so much that I'm saying that I'm not going to marry you. I'm never going to marry you. You should go find someone who really wants that. Someone who really wants that kind of life. It's not me. But Parvati, he's all she's ever wanted. All she has ever wanted from the moment she was born was union with her Shiva. And so she's devastated. She's heartbroken. She falls apart, weeping. She's just sobbing uncontrollably. And Shiva, he sees this. And he does love her so much. And his own heart breaks when he sees the pain that she's in. So he says, okay, yes, I will marry you. Okay, I can do this. I'm going to be a husband. I can do it. I will marry you. So Parvati's so happy. The day comes, everyone is assembled. She's dressed in her finest clothing. She's got jewels on. She's got kohl in her eyes and bangles on her wrists. And her mother and father are there, of course. And they're these very nice, fine, upstanding, wealthy citizens. And everyone else is in attendance. And just before the ceremony is supposed to start, they all hear this terrible noise. Shrieking, banging, loud, awful sounds. And they smell them. They smell them coming before they see them. Here down the mountain comes Shiva. Not just Shiva, but he's got a whole gang of wild men with him. And not just men, he's got ghouls and ghosts and demons. And they are drunk as skunks, all of them. And they are banging on their drums and screaming and whooping and loud and terrifying. And the most terrifying of all is Shiva. Shiva has come in his most ferocious and terrifying form. They're so scary that all the wedding guests begin to faint and pass out from fear. So Parvati's mother passes out and falls down, and Parvati's father falls down shaking in fear. Everyone is passing out all over the place, and Parvati is so mad. She thinks, how could he do this to me? He knows how important this is to me. So she doesn't lose her mind, though. She never loses her cool. She pauses, drops into her heart, collects herself, puts one hand up, Abhaya Mudra, the gesture of no fear, like, I got this. And in that moment, she transforms, and she becomes Chandraghanta, she who has a crescent moon shaped like a bell. And Chandraghanta, she is the goddess of fierce grace. She's like that fierce passion that a mother has for her children, the one that you just is so persuasive and powerful because it's rooted in absolute, utter, unconditional love. And so she, in that form, goes over to Shiva and she has a good talking with him. And you can bet that she changed his mind. So Shiva says, I'm so sorry. You're right. I should have been more respectful. This is really important to you. You know, I can maintain my wildness. I can be me, but I can also respect you, right? There's a way to meet in the center of these things. And so he transforms. He transforms, and now when he's transformed, he is glistening and bright and covered in jewels and shining like the sun. And so he's so bright that the wedding guests, they open their eyes again. Parvati's mother wakes up and stands up, and Parvati's father stands up. And now Parvati gets to have the wedding to her beloved that she'd always wanted. And they get married and they live sort of happily ever after. They have a few scuffles now and then, as every good couple does.